In the last video, we were finally able to test the left hip and found out that we needed a lot more speed so we don't have to pedal in between jumps. Today we are going to be buttering up the lip on the second jump, fixing the hole that the step-up jump sits in, and starting construction on the first jump and getting a few test runs in before we shape it up. So now that we know the second jump does work and the lip feels good, we can make the lip look nice and pretty and square up the edges and flatten off the sides. If you haven't been able to tell by now, I'm a very big fan of squared edges on dirt jumps. The next day, after touching up some of the edges just a little more, it was time to spray some homemade soil tack on the lip. Soil tack is what is used on BMX racetracks, so all of the jumps hold their form and stay packed without having to be tarped. So essentially, it waterproofs your dirt jumps. Actual soil tack is not cheap though, so I found this homemade remedy that works pretty well. The homemade remedy consists of Elmer's glue, water, and some vinegar, and it does a fantastic job. I am still planning on tarping the jumps, but this is mainly just an added layer of security if the tarps get blown off during a storm. After a bit of packing and spraying, the second lip was looking nice and it was time to do a little maintenance. The grass out here has been getting super high lately, and over the past 2 weeks we have found multiple scorpions, some huge spiders, and I'm not a fan of either of those. I brought out a weed eater, forgot to wear pants, tore up my shins, but it got the job done. So now we can actually see where we're stepping. So now since we have this whole trench pretty much dug, which you can see it starts right here, it's about the same level as most of the stuff where the actual ramp sits, which is obviously a bit of a problem. We need it to be a little bit deeper, and we need the water to drain from over there down this way. So what we're gonna have to do is level it all off with a pickaxe. So once we level it off, we're gonna give it a slight downgrade to where all the water flows to that end, and then kind of shape up these sides, get it looking nice and pretty, and then soil tack the entire thing. So this shouldn't have to be messed with again. So now that we have all of this swept out and leveled off for the most part, and you can see we still have a few little pieces like right here and then stuff like right up here, which some of this comes off pretty easily, but for the most part, a lot of this stuff is solid. So now all we have to do is pretty much wait for it to rain, and then once it rains, we'll come out here, use the rake and just kind of dredge the bottom of it, level it all off. We'll probably have to do a little bit more over there and then push some, yeah, actually, that makes sense. We'll probably just use the rake and then rake from that side to this side. That way it'll give it that little slope that we need. And then all we'll have to do at that point is just clean up the sides a little bit, which that being wet should help quite a bit. And then it should be pretty much done. Check that out. Just broken. I actually didn't end up filming this because it was sprinkling while doing so, but here's a look at the hole after I smoothed out the bottom with a rake and tossed in some good red dirt to finish it off. And of course I ended up breaking the handle on the broom, which brings our count of broken tools to 4 since we have started the rebuild. With that done, it was time to take on the next task, a full rebuild of the first jump. In the last video, we began taking dirt from the center of the first jump because it used to be a tabletop, but it was kind of a waste of dirt for us. So the jump is going to permanently be a double from now on. So to start off, we collapsed the remains of the takeoff, and since we are running low on dirt, we had to resort to placing some logs on the interior of the jump. Say what you will about it, but it really does save quite a bit of dirt. So we spent a decent chunk of the day, probably about 2 hours, just finally shaping this up. It was probably, I don't know, I'd say the lip was about here before, so we moved it back about 2 feet, and then made the lip the same height as the landing. Right now the hope is to build up the landing probably another 6 inches and then widen it out just a little bit, maybe another 6 inches on each side. We'll see when we get there. We're kind of running low on dirt. But while we were cleaning this out, or I guess cleaning out the center section, we found some massive logs, which we're a little upset because we pulled some more from the burn pile over here and stuck a few in here. And we found some massive ones that probably would have given us a ton of extra dirt if we threw them in here. But we're gonna have to use that for one of the other features we're gonna build over there. Not gonna tell you all what that is yet. That's the thing that I'm the most excited for and I cannot wait to build. But this jump, the first takeoff has a decent amount left to do. We still need to widen out the top of it and then obviously pack it all in. We built the lip up about 6 inches taller than the original so we could get some more airtime as well. Just like we did on the left hip, we needed to test this lip out before we pack in the sides and square the edges. Little case. And the shape of the lip worked out great. So now the next step is to tackle the landing, which we will do in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the rebuild series. All of the videos following this one are going to have a lot more riding in them now that we have the first 2 jumps running. I want to give a special thank you to all my patrons and everyone else who has donated money to the cause. In the next 2 or 3 videos, you are going to see exactly what it all is going to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toby, what are you doing? That, what, 6 inches, 8 inches is a little too far for him. Now he's stuck. You need to go help your dog out, Luke?
I'm gonna let him struggle a little bit.
You dick.
Why didn't you just go over the bridge, you
No,
dummy?
oh, wait.
Don't go into
He's gonna figure it out. He's gonna make it through there. Oh, look at him go.
I don't know why he didn't just go that way.
Mm-hmm. Can you get past the rock? Nope. It's like, Dad, help me. Help me, Dad.